Hello, guys. Welcome to the new episode of our new cricket series Into the Rough, where we discuss about all the hardcore topics related to cricket. And today's topic on hand is why hasn't Delhi Capitals, previously known as Delhi Daredevils, has failed to win an IPL title yet? And with me, I have Prasham Pratap today, and he'll be answering the questions and giving his insights as to why Delhi hasn't won an IPL title yet. So, hello, Prasham, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much.
So, the first question that I would like to ask is, what do you think is the biggest reason that has led to the failure for Delhi year after year?
Okay, according to me, the biggest reason why Delhi is yet to win a IPL trophy is their auction woes. So
Okay.
before they go onto the ground in an IPL match, the way they structure their team year after year, like in the apart from the last 2 to 3 years, if we see from the first season right till maybe 2015, 16 or 17 season, they used to let go of their entire team. They retained only one or two players when you had the option to retain almost your complete 11. Like if you see the more successful teams like Mumbai or Chennai, they used to retain their entire core, and that's how
Yeah.
they build up their success rate. So, but on the other hand, Delhi did not do that, chose not to do that because maybe they did not have that trust in their players. So to list a few players that Delhi let go and eventually those players went on to become very big successes is I've listed down a few. So one of them is ABD Villiers. He was a part of
Haha.
Delhi in 2008 and 9, but they let him go,
Yeah.
and now we know what he is. Though that thing kept aside, that he's also yet to win an IPL title, but yeah, he has been a great
Yeah.
contributor to the RCB setup. Then they let go of Daniel Vettori. Then they let
Yes.
go of David Warner, who was their highest run scorer at a time. Then they let go of Andre Russell, a player like
Yeah.
Russell. They replaced him with Chris Morris. There has been no match there for them. Then they let go of Mohammad Shami, Imran Tahir, Quinton de Kock, and the latest addition to that list is Trent Bolt. How could you let
Yeah.
go of Trent Bolt not even in an auction? They let go of him in a trade deal with Mumbai Indians. So I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, I think the auction is where they were lacking a bit.
So, has it affected them cementing the perfect 11 season after season?
Yeah, I think so eventually because once you let go of a player, then you buy him back. In some cases, they have even bought back their players in the auction again. So you let
Yeah.
go of a player, then you bring him back into your setup. So he's also insecure that yeah, they will let go of me next season anyway if they are doing this every time. So if you are bringing a player, he's performing well for you, but still you let him go, then you bring him back, then he's again performing for you, then you again let him
Yeah.
go, then this is not going to work. It plays mentally with the player, and that's why the player fails to perform after a certain point.
It demoralizes a player, according to me. Like
Exactly.
it affects him psychologically, and then it hurts his confidence, and then it takes away the ability to play his natural game. This thing has I have seen a change in Delhi. Now it's Delhi Capitals. So since the last 2 years, Shreyas Iyer has been the captain, and he has done quite decently over the years. There have been a lot of captaincy changes. Even sometimes the captaincy has changed mid-season. But Shreyas Iyer has been their captain, and he led Delhi to a playoff spot in 2019. So, do you think Shreyas Iyer's captaincy has done a lot of good to Delhi, and do you think he should continue?
Yeah, definitely it has done a lot of good for Delhi, and he I think he will continue, and he has been a player that Delhi has stuck with for the last 4 to 5 years.
Yes,
He is a
he
regular
made
in
his
their
debut
squad.
in 2016, I guess,
Yeah,
and he had a fantastic debut season, scoring over 3 or 400 runs in his debut season.
And the way they have built the core around Shreyas Iyer, like the Indian young core which is there, Prithvi
Yeah,
Shaw, Shreyas Iyer, and then Rishabh Pant as well.
Rishabh Pant.
All
Yeah,
if they stick with these three players for at least another 2 to 3 years, you never know, Delhi might win a IPL title in the coming years because of them.
maybe. Yeah, that's very correct. So, if you were a manager or if you were the coach for Delhi Capitals for one season, what would you do? What changes would you bring to the table?
I think the fast bowling has been lacking. You see, in all the successful teams over the years, you have one very strong fast bowler which has stuck with that team and has led them throughout. And it is more often than not, it is an Indian fast bowler. But in this
Yeah,
case, I can't see that happening because in the last, if you see, they have brought in good fast bowlers and they have let him go. So they should be concentrating on their fast bowlers. And if the fast bowling setup is not strong enough, and if they let it dissolve year after year, then it is not going to help them. So that is one thing I would concentrate on if I was the coach.
that is a fantastic insight. They actually do have Ishant Sharma. He was brought in 2019 after not playing in 2018 at all, and they have retained him because of his experience, and he did well in the 2019 season. So I guess they have someone to look after, who can guide the young fast bowlers.
Yeah, correct, correct. I agree.
Okay, and last question before we conclude: what are your predictions based on the current squad on the next season?
Okay, so assuming that all the foreign players will come in and the IPL will be a proper IPL with all the players not injured, assuming that, I think Delhi Capitals has a squad that might make a cut into the playoffs. But if not, I don't expect them to finish in the last three. I at least expect them to
Okay,
finish fifth or above fifth. They have a squad that is capable of that.
okay, that is interesting. I would also hope Delhi. I vouch for them to finish in the playoffs next season because they have a really good Indian young Indian core. So that's it from this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back soon with another Into the Rough episode on Take Two. Thank you very much. Thank you, Prashant.
Thank you. Thank you so much.